What's good, my lovelies? Lovely Soul Empress here, coming to do Mystical Mondays. What's good, gang? I hope the weekend was beautiful. What's good, Leah Lou? What's good, Copenhagen? Okay, so we're gonna get started. Let me just... Okay. So let me light some incense. And some sage, gang. It's been a crazy weekend. Let's get some sage going. Here we go. There we go. Okay, gang. I have no idea what spirit is going to talk about today. What's good, Evelyn? All right. I have no idea what's going to come out. We're just going to take a look at things and see what's happening. Yeah, you're wearing your hoodie too, my spiritually strapped gang. All right. For those of you that don't know, you can look at Spiritually Strapped by Lovelee, the way I spell it, spiritually strapped by Lovelee.store, and you will find the merchandise there. Okay, so let's get a motivation manifesto to start off. And let's see what Spirit wants to discuss. What Spirit feels that we should know right now. What is relevant for us to work on. Hold on 1 second, gang. Something's going on here. It is, there we go. For some reason, it doesn't want to let me. Sorry, guys. All right, there we go. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, can you show me what does my collective need to know right now? What is important for them to know at this time? Let me just lay them out as they fell. Anything else from this deck? What's good, Jennifer LaRoe? Anything else from this deck? Last shuffle. Thank you. This day is to be enjoyed like a pause at a cool stream during summer's heat. So I feel like it's time to take a breather or go within or look at something. Appreciation is coming to mind. Appreciate what you have at this moment. Okay, you also have here, our greatest personal power is the ability to take over our impulses and direct our minds to choices and commitments that will serve us. Okay, so this is making me think about, you know, when your mind is having trouble shutting down. And I feel like right now there's a lot of things happening in the collective, in our personal lives, and we need to stay focused on directing the frequency towards the growth we want, rather than having all these haphazard emotions or reactions to things that are happening around us. We do not need to wait for perfect conditions. We will find perfection in progress, right? So I feel like Spirit is telling you to stay focused on the things you're trying to bring into fruition at this time, although there may be some things that you can't see clearly, right? And with Saturn being in retrograde, it feels like trusting in the divine, okay, that you're being led in the right direction. You also have here, by refusing to bend on our values, we become unbreakable and solid and stable, courageous and certain, men and women of valor, worth and character. Let us build a life we are proud of. So I feel like this is talking about what you're trying to achieve. And although you may not know how it's going to come in, Spirit's like, keep moving forward. You're building something that is worthy. Okay. You also have here the white space of a free day seems unfathomable because we have become hypnotized by a false but compelling need to respond to all the needs of others. Are you taking care of yourself? Not everything deserves a response. Right? And when you have a moment of rest, what do you do with that? Are you being overwhelmed with what's next rather than enjoying the moment? Okay. Enjoying what you have accomplished. Staying focused on tasks, right? Now you have here, there is no beauty in the world more perfect, more awe-inspiring, and more human and transfixing than unfiltered, unashamed love. And with everything that is happening, are you maintaining the frequency of love, or are you being infiltrated with the noise or the chatter of the world? Okay. Love was never absent from our lives. It's not bound in our hearts or in our relationships, and thus is not capable of being owned or lost. We have allowed awareness of love to diminish. That is all. Right. And this is a trying time, and there is a lot of things going on. You know, people are suffering losses and all types of things, right? And I feel like how we become the white space of a free day seems unfathomable because we're hypnotized by compelling need to respond to all the needs of others. We may feel a little diminished by not having answers, right? But by committing to living in the frequency of love, right? This is how we experience that love. I feel like there's people around you who are going through things, and you may want to heal everybody, and that is not possible. We must reclaim our agenda with a forceful grip, and there's going to be things that are going to come in between you and the target, or you and what you are trying to accomplish. And, you know, how do you stay in the frequency of love, assist those you can assist, and not lose the overall objective? I feel like that's what Spirit is saying here. Okay, we're going to go into the Monology here. Spirit, why is the, what else do we need to know? What do you like to show us out of this deck, please? Can you show me, Spirit? Anything else from this deck, please? Last shuffle. So I feel like the first card that came out here is the new moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. And that was the last new moon that we had. And I feel like that is still very prevalent, okay, about focusing on the positive and not being deterred, okay, even in light of new things that are happening around us. You also have here First quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. And I feel like by the time we get to Sagittarius season, you will see how much, by you staying on the plan, how much things went in your favor, okay, with Jupiter and, still being, I believe, in Pisces or Aries, and Saturn being in retrograde. So I feel like this is still Jupiter giving gifts. The question is, will you be able to stay on task long enough with that Saturn retrograde to enjoy the benefits of such, okay? Last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. And we've been talking a lot over here about, past experiences, although we take the wisdom of that, but they're not necessarily relevant to what we're experiencing now, and that we need to stay on target and not allow the past to rob us of tomorrow, okay? So what's good, Shell? Spirit, can you show me? Too many, Spirit. Anything else from this deck? Last shuffle. Thank you. So we're talking about your path. This is at the bottom of the deck. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. And I feel like that's part of the test right now. That even in the unknown, and even with all that we can't see, that we stay focused. And that's where the rewards lie. Okay, you got love as the first card. I like that. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is our salvation, only love itself. And some of this season is about releasing things outside of us so that we can know that the love that within us is what we're discovering. In other words, we're not discovering people. People are coming into our lives so we can discover things about ourselves, okay? Divine abundance. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it, right? And we've been talking about you being a sovereign being, right? And this experience of new situations coming in, yet having to release things from the past, is letting us or training us to understand that abundance is always with you if you see the world through the lens of abundance. Because if you see the world through the lens of lack, that's what you'll experience, all right? You got loss here, proving my point. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's, right? And as we lose things, sometimes it's old grief, but sometimes we wear it like a coat, right? So I feel like as we're being forced in some ways to release things, we're learning the gift of love and divine abundance that lies within us, all right? You got guidance out here, and it says, when you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. And maybe in this season, this is what you're experiencing. That although there are endings, there are new beginnings, and there's a sense of understanding that that you're being led, or that you have a new direction or a new understanding of who you are, okay? Now you also have here liberation, okay? So what if we're being freed from the fears of the past, from our past, from generational curses, and that this is a true new beginning if we can see it as such, okay? The doubts and the fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you, right? So it's recognizing that these frequencies are outside of us and allowing ourselves to see the possibilities, okay? I am going to get a Earth Warrior, and then we're going to get into the tarot. Last shuffle. Thank you. Underneath, you have Goddess of Teotihuacan. She guards the waters of life, right? And I feel like there is, I feel like you're protecting something, okay? You're protecting something that you want to see grow. This could be a new career. This could be your family. This could be growth within yourself, okay? Now you also have here Pacha Karmak, nourishment of the soul, and spirit is advising you during all these changes. Are you feeding the soul? Are you taking the time out to nourish yourself? Drinking a lot of water. I feel like cucumbers, watermelon right now is very important. Even carrot juice, you know. I don't know why that's coming up. Totomek Puma, power awakening. All right, so I feel like you need to nourish your soul because there's something, your strength, you're being powered up or prepared, okay, to come into the forefront. All right, you also have Chakasa, star of Venus, okay, and it's going to be in the frequency of love. You had a lot of love cards, be in the frequency of love, acknowledge love, right? So it's like birthing something. What's good, Patricia? Okay, so birthing something, but I feel like you're birthing something within you. Third eye opening. Do you see that? She has her eyes closed. This is the trust in the divine that I was talking about. All right, so let's get a deck here. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know from the tarot. Spirit, can you show me? Anything else? Last shuffle, Spirit. Anything else? Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck. So this is still, you know, I had said this last week about doing things in the right way. Okay, excuse me. Let me just read this real quick. Yes, we are all having very vivid dreams. Okay, so I feel like this hermit here, this Hierophant here is talking about doing things the right way, even though you may not know what the outcome may be. Like, one of the things I always told my children when they were small is that I always, and this has been a challenge for me, but I always will do what I feel is right because I want to know that I can sleep, you know, with a clear conscience. And then once I've decided what I feel is the best thing that I can do, I let the chips fall where they may. And I feel like this is and you know, I am Taurus, this is Taurus, right? So it feels like having the courage or conviction to stand by what you believe in and doing that and allowing things to play out the way they will, okay? I feel like you have some fear attached to that because the Eight of Swords is here. You're definitely overthinking something, or that the chatter in the mind is a lot. Let me shuffle these real quick. When I was saying that in the beginning, that there was a possibility that there was overthinking or too many responsibilities that could be clouding your mind right now, okay, or not allowing you to shut your brain down, okay? So I feel like that's what this Eight of Swords is talking about. Eight of Swords, please. Okay, so Eight of Swords with the Empress. It could be about pregnancy. It could be about growth. It could be about finances or love. And you could be trying to figure out how to make something manifest without having to end something, okay? Or maybe you're trying to bring something to a grander level, but you're trying to think how you would do that. And with this Justice card and the Five of Cups, I feel like you could be dealing with a situation. Let me put this charger in real quick. You could be dealing with a situation that, you know, works out for the best, you know, balance of everyone involved, right? But at the same time, with the Five of Cups, this could be saying that there's still someone that feels, could be you, could be somebody else, that there's some sadness in an outcome. With the Ten of Wands, that still leads to some burdens. Somebody doesn't get what they want here, okay? Now you have the Queen of Swords. Spirit, why is this Queen of Swords here? Can you show me? I feel like somebody wants to return to you or wants to make something how it was. I'm hearing, make it like it was. It was easier for me, right? But you could be in the Queen of Swords right now where you're not really feeling that, you know, maybe you don't want to be the old you, or you don't want to go back to something from the past. That it may feel unnatural. I'm hearing unnatural. Eight of Pentacles, okay? I feel like somebody wants to work on something and you may not. You may want to concentrate on work yourself, okay? With the High Priestess, I feel like you are considering something, you're going within, but you're not speaking on that, okay? Okay, you've got the Page of Swords right now, okay? Somebody feels blocked. And it could be this Knight of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but doesn't have to be that sign. I feel like this person wants to offer you a cup of love. Ace of Swords. They want to tell you their truth, too. All right? But you may see them more like the Knight of Wands, okay? Somewhat not thinking things through, or coming in and out, or taking spontaneous action, but not following through. And it feels like you're trying to build something over here that's solid, okay? Or you're trying to manifest something that's solid, and I feel like you don't trust in that. Now you have the King of Cups here, okay? So this could be you trying to work through some emotions that you haven't let out, or this could be someone else, okay? So let's take a look at that. With the King of Cups and the Four of Wands, it feels like you're you want some type of situation in for your own peace and harmony. Okay, you want some type of situation, but I feel like you're not willing to share how you feel about something just yet, or you don't feel comfortable, or someone else doesn't, okay? With the Emperor, this could be towards a boss, okay? Or someone who you see as powerful, or this is why they can't express it to you, because they see you as the Emperor. But either way, there's some trepidation of someone sharing how they feel about a situation. You have the Two of Pentacles here, Spirit. Why is this Two of Pentacles here? Two of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords. Somebody's juggling if they should speak their truth, and if they think it would even make a difference with the Wheel of Fortune here. So there's some juggling about what to do about something. I feel like somebody's trying to reinvent themselves. I feel like you may not want that, okay, in some way. With the Hermit here comes out the King of Swords, okay? So somebody, could be you or could be someone else, is being very reflective on fact and logic to come to the best determination so that they won't feel stuck anymore, okay? So if this is you, you could be going within to try to figure out what would be the best way of handling something that's making you feel stuck, okay? And that Knight of Wands is still at the bottom of the deck for some reason. Now you also have here the Eight of Cups, right? Spirit, why is this Eight of Cups here? Eight of Cups to the Queen of Cups, Spirit, I mean, Queen of Pentacles. One more, please. So I feel like you see yourself as the Queen of Pentacles, which is the quintessential spouse, very entrepreneurial spirit, whether she's single or with somebody, right? Very reliable, right? So you could be leaving something because that's how you feel, or you're trying to achieve that, all right? You're ready to go out and achieve this. And with the Eight of Swords, you could be overthinking how to do that, or someone else is. And then you have the Queen of Cups here. Now, this could be another feminine, or this could be the two sides of yourself, like the part of you that loves and wants to help everybody else and fill everybody else and feel bad about leaving somebody behind. And then the other part could be, you know, you, but I want to grow something for me. And how the fuck do I do that if I'm always worried about somebody else? Now, this Queen of Cups could be somebody around you, male or female, who wants to, you know, fill your cup, or wants to go with you but doesn't know how. And with the Three of Pentacles here, it's talking about collaboration, but they may not be speaking this, or you may not be speaking this, because there's a time for healing or thinking, or being patient and checking out something. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily have to be about romance. This could be business oriented, partnership, family, but there's something here about deciding what you need to do for yourself versus the people around you, and if you can do the two at the same time, or if you have to choose yourself. That's the energy I'm getting. Now you have the Moon out here as the final tarot card that we have here. Okay, so the Moon is out here, okay? Deep hidden desires, secrets, but I'm feeling more deep desires that haven't been explored. And with the Death card here, there's a death and transformation of the old, right? We were talking about not taking the wisdom of something, but not holding on to the experience of something, so that we can achieve our deepest desires, right? Page of Pentacles, right? Earth School, right? Or the apprentice of this new thing, this new person that you have birthed, right? And Temperance coming out somewhat crossed here. And how to be patient and to wait for things that are not clear yet, but that you can feel are on the precipice. If we could equal out the likes, please, it would be greatly appreciated. And the Page of Cups, a small offering. And I feel like you're going to give somebody a small cup of love, whether this is in love or in family or whatever. You're going to make a small offering that is going to be helpful to a soulmate connection in whatever capacity, because I feel like you're still guarding what you want, but you're recognizing that, you know, it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. Like you can take the new boundaries that you've put up and honor those, and yet help when you can, and not instead, you know, like putting the other people ahead of you. It's like the learning of I come first, and if I can still help you, I will. Okay? Because I feel like that's a final judgment that you're making here. And you're, you know, going to be tested with the Devil card, right? I feel like you extend a hand, but you learn the boundaries of codependency. And if, you know, like, let's say somebody comes to you, right? Let's say they were borrowing, you know, $200, and you're like, all I got is 50. And normally you would have gave them the 200, right? And they may not like your answer, and you learning to be all right. I'm all fucking right with that, okay? Because I'm passionate about the new person that I am, and I'm manifesting something for myself, and I'm making a choice that I still want to give to others with the Six of Pentacles, but no more overgiving, because the overgiving left me out in the cold, and I had sleepless nights, and I dealt with all types of deception. And I couldn't see that I was depleting my own 10 of Pentacles. But now I'm after the 10 of Pentacles and I'm taking the action that I need, and I'll leave things behind that if they don't longer align with me, because I'm focused. I'm focused with this Page of Swords on what I need to do for myself. And if a tower happens, then so be it. Then so be it, because I'm gonna get the break, the crack through, right? I'm gonna make this happen. And if the tower has to burn, what was that song? We're gonna let that motherfucker burn, right? With the Knight of Pentacles. You like, I came too far. I've done too much work to make myself independent and go after my star and get on the fucking chariot. And now I know my own strength. And my new beginning is here. And it's been illuminated that I could do it. And yeah, I endured some heartbreaks. And yeah, I had to let some people go. But now I know the difference between what won't grow and when it's time to, you know, go to calmer waters and do my own, find my own abundance with the Ace of Pentacles, make my own opportunities, right? As I don't have to let people fucking betray me. And it's safe for me to express how the fuck I feel too. And people can just handle how they deal with that with the Two of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be me compromising what I want. Eight of Wands, and I'm going to communicate it to the world because I finally love myself. And I'm the Phoenix Rising. I feel like there's some inner growth here. Okay? And it's like you maybe a month ago you felt like more so it's me, it's my way or the highway, and this doesn't feel like that. This feels like coming into comfort of knowing that you are now transformed. You are now a new person, and it's still okay to reach back every once in a while and help somebody else, and it doesn't compromise you know, the progress that you have made, okay? Because journey's at the bottom of the deck, all right? And it feels like you've been on this journey and you're not about to, finally, you've become strong enough that you're not about to let anybody compromise it, all right? First card up, official person. And what if you found out you were your official person? Hello. Right? Maybe you couldn't see it at first with realization in reverse. You was in denial, right? That you were the person you were looking for. Children, right? That you've become the person that your inner child needed, and that's okay, right? And the poisons were coming from other people, and are we continuing to drink the poison because you can't do that and that? Ascension and poison, right? So you had to learn the difference between your issues and other people's issues, and what you could do and what you couldn't do, and what you're willing to compromise on and what you won't. That's big shit right there. Don't think it's a little thing. All right? Family room. Desire, lust, chemistry. Listen. Some people, they could have found that, you know, there's a sense of family, like this family room and desire coming out cross makes me feel like a family that loves each other, or a relationship that, like, let's say you was with somebody for 10 years, right? And you realize that you're stronger together in a sense that you work together as a family unit, but you're not in love with each other, right? And speaking the truth, like, hey, we always gonna be a team, but it's just the team is different now, right? Lockbox, right? Maybe you've known this, but you were holding it back, right? Or maybe this person was waiting for some kind of clue, but it feels like you're gonna speak some type of truth, okay? And then you got judication here. Yes, looking back a year later will look so good. Judication, spirit, why? Yeah, because some people, judication would interlude towards pause, timing factor in reverse, and irreconcilable differences. They're going to come to some conclusions like, we're always going to be family, or you always be my sister, or you always, whatever it is. It's like you're not letting it go, but you're letting it go. It's like you're acknowledging its part in your life and also allowing yourself to have new visions of what you want, okay? Let's look at this Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, because I didn't. So with this Hierophant in the back, in the upright, and cleansing in reverse, Spirit wants you to remember that whatever you're doing, you can't carry other people's negativity or even your own from the past. It has to be purged, okay? Because you have the Hierophant here with the cleansing in reverse and legal paperwork filed, right? And then denial and crickets came out. So if you're ending something, or if a relationship, whether it's romantic, family, business, if the person is important to you, it's important that you make it clear that everything is change, and that a situation is change, but it doesn't mean that it's not something real. So like, let's say you've been at a company for 20 years, right? And you're about to start your own business. And this boss of yours, they're like family to you. You can say to that person, you'll always be my family, but I need to now start my own business. I need to start pave my own way. You see what I'm saying? It's something like not having to deny a truth about something else, and yet something else can be true at the same time. Love and romance, Spirit, why? Oh, thank you so much, Copenhagen. I feel like, I was just telling a client this morning that when you discover your new self, you almost want to cut off the old life, right? But that's kind of like running from it, right? It's kind of like running from it, right? The true test is to be able to take the parts of the old life, build on the new life, and not run from what was, and be able to still stand in that, right? So if I'm reborn in some way, right, I don't need to disconnect from everybody I was around. I need them to understand who I am now and respect the version of me now. Okay? What's good, Leah Lou? Forgiving and learning, playfulness, and trust, okay? Spirit, why is forgiving and learning here? Look, as you forgive, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present future, right? So, and divine protection. It's safe to reinvent yourself. And you don't have to completely give up your old life. You just have to decide the pieces that still align with you, okay? And Cupid. Some use it's a rebirth of love. It's a coming together and saying, I recognize that you're different and I'm different, and that's okay. And we can accept the parts and work together in the way that suits us both. And yet it doesn't have to look how it looked in the past, okay? Playfulness. This could be co-parenting. This could be anything. Playfulness. Right? Stand by me. Figuring out a way to, here we go again with this hick. Yes, thank you. Playfulness and stand by me. Right? So this is about finding new ways to work with people, right? In new methods. right? And then you have money issues, right? So the money issues, it could be finding new ways to work together. Maybe let's say you had you're in a relationship with somebody. You guys are always fighting about money. It's finding a new way to deal with the challenges that you have together, and yet not fight in the way you were before. All right. And this may be gambling, taking a risk on, is this, like, can I take a risk that I'm strong enough in the new gifts that I've learned that I'm not fearful that I will, compromise myself or my new perspective like I have in the past. Okay. And with this money issues, there could be something that you're trying to achieve that feels like you don't know if you're gonna have enough. Okay. You got trust out here, hand the time, and past returns. Some of these things are things that you needed to work out with people, and they're finally coming back around, and you're getting an opportunity to clear the air, to bring in justice. Doesn't mean that you'll be back together with them or that you're gonna be besties, but I feel like this is a new figuring out how to come into alignment with someone. Okay? And yet respect the new boundaries that you have placed for yourself. Okay? Mask is on with love is coming and on a pedestal. Spirit's gonna test you. Spirit's gonna test you in some way to see if you can stand in the new power you have cultivated for yourself, which I actually like, okay? Because you won't know that you really have changed until you get to flex that muscle, okay? So I'm gonna get a postcard, I believe. No, let's get a goddess card and then we'll get up out of here. Okay? Because I feel like we're on goddess energy right now. Okay, this is something that you're gonna get to prove to yourself that you have really transmuted something, and that you really transmuted something, and now it is really part of you. It's not something you were trying to learn to do. It's something you are now, okay? And I like that. Okay, you have two here. I'm gonna read them out. White sage is the first, okay? They're saying white sage because Tarot Destroyer is out here trying to disturb this reading, but what she doesn't know is that my guardians always stay on point, okay? Number 23. In a reading, it's safe to let things unfold as they will. Like I said to you in the beginning, you don't need to fix things nor try to force something to happen. The universe is already working things out for you. There's no need to question your vision or your intuition just because situations are working out differently to how you thought they would. The universe is a little bent and certainly has a sense of humor, but ultimately it's kind and knows the best way to accomplish all that needs to happen. You are very much part of this. All things will come together in the correct way at the best time. The universe has your back. Trust that you are being helped. So like I said, this is about you knowing that you can do something. And remember when I was saying about the Hierophant, about doing something right, right? About knowing that you're doing the right thing, taking that action, even though you don't know how it's going to come out. And then on top of that, being, trusting that the universe will help you to make that happen. Okay, so I feel like this is blind faith. Okay. Okay. So now the next card you have is Peonia. Okay. So Peonia is number 27. In a reading, you are now being blessed with prosperity, abundance, and creativity. To enhance this time of joy and amplify your experience of grace, practice gratitude. Simply be happy for what you have and what is being given to you. The universe loves to keep on giving to those who are grateful and happy to receive and who give back to life from the heart with gratitude and a positive attitude. This is such a healing time for you. The healer within is awakening, and your ability to give and receive healing energy is becoming more powerful. Your soul connection to animals, plants, and crystals will support your healing and increase your energy to attract and create positive life situations for yourself and others. Okay, so I feel like you're about to be rewarded for learning how to transmute this and for learning this new gift about yourself. Okay, so I feel like spirit is gonna reward you, but remember, we're still in Saturn retrograde. Don't let anybody take you off your square, just like old girl just tried to do. See, spirit always shows through example. Okay, and so stay focused, because there will be those who try to distract you. Okay, but no one can take you off your square or stop your forward motion if you decide you're not giving them the power to do so. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I'd just like to say thank you to my returning subscribers for coming through and spending a little time with me. And if you're a new viewer and you felt I resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and comment, as I'd love to have you as part of the Lovely Soul family. I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Bye, gang gang.